Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is BK from Forge Crypto Trading. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Bitcoin to the US dollar, and I'm going to give you an update on my bullish argument for why I think we're going to 72K. So let's get it in. Alrighty, so on Bitcoin, we have this chart right here. To me, it looks like a cup and handle pattern. So I'm going to draw that out for you guys so you can see what I'm talking about. So right here, you got the top of the cup, as you see. Then we got the bottom of the cup right there. So this is our cup. Now let's draw the handles so you can see what I'm talking about. Now, what is a handle? It's basically just a parallel channel that comes down after the cup. So you'll see what I mean right now when I draw it out. Just 1 second here. So there's the handle. And as you can see, cup, handle. Now what's interesting about this is when it broke out of the parallel channel or the handle, you can see that it broke out and it back tested it and now it's going. So you got a break, hook, and now a go. So that's our signal to buy. Now, where do we find targets on this? Like, how can we figure out the measured move of this cup and handle? Well, it's quite simple, actually. All you need to do is measure the bottom of the cup to the top, and that's how we find the measured move. So using our price range tool, we just measure from the bottom to the top. It's about a $14,000 move. So let's see where that's going to put us to from the breakout point. Let's see here. Zoom out a little bit so we get a better look. So that's going to put us to approximately $72,000, like I said. Now, this pattern is very bullish. We're in very bullish conditions. So it's highly likely that this is going to play out. I don't want to get people too excited, but I think this is a good opportunity that one could maybe go long right now. Ideally, traders want to go long at the bottom of these things, but alternatively, you can buy the breakout as well. Although I don't do it personally, I like to buy the bottom of things, but this is a confirmed breakout right now, and the target is $72,000. Now, there's another coin I'd like to take a look at as well called Bepro. Now, this chart is crazy. Let's take a look at this one. All right. So, as you see, we just made a huge run up, and now we're like flagging down, and it actually looks like a falling wedge pattern. So, I'm going to draw that in right now so we can take a look at that and see what I'm talking about. So in order for a falling wedge to be valid, you need to have at least 3 touch points on one side and 2 touch points on the other side. So as you see right here, our top trend line has 1 touch point, 2 touch points, 3 touch points, 4 touch points. Let's draw the bottom in. So touch point 1, touch point 2. So this makes it a valid pattern. If you don't have this many touch points, it's not valid. And you want to have like it bouncing from side to side. You don't want it like hanging out on one side. You want it on going top, bottom, top, partial decline. And in this case, we actually got a double bottom. So let's zoom in and draw this out. So you got our first low and then our second low, making the double bottom. And it's actually a lower low. So when I see that, I like to check for divergences. And we're going to look on the MACD right now and see if there is any. What do you know? There is. See how we have less levels of negative momentum? Even though it's went down further, we have less levels of negative momentum. So that's bullish divergence. Now let's check on the RSI. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, RSI as well. Same thing. We have our low, then our second low, but it's less oversold, which signals that this is probably going to go up. Now, how far up? That's a good question. Let's check the measured move of the falling wedge and find out. So for falling wedges, you measure the bottom to the top. So the measured move on this pattern is going to put us to, from the breakout point, to approximately 3.9 cents. Now, if you were in my Discord, you would have been able to get into this trade down here because this is where we called it at 1.8 cents. So getting in now may not be the wisest decision, but if you were in the Discord and you saw this low risk, high reward opportunity, you could have been in down here if you had chosen to, because it is a very good trade setup. Now, we could also fib this to find out other targets to see where we could be going on this one. So how do you get fibs? You simply measure the top to the bottom. And that gives us our targets. And all these numbers is percent retraces. So for example, 23.6% retrace from here to here, 38.2% retrace, 50% retrace, 61.8% retrace, so on and so forth. So this is how traders find targets for their trades and figure out where to take profit at. Now, where does it usually go to? Usually the 50% to 618, but in bullish conditions, the 1618 is where it's likely to go to. So that would be to 6.5 cents if we were to hit a home run on this one. But as a first profit taking level, I would go to the 618, and that's 3.6 cents. Or also the measured move is another one, so you could go for the 786 as well. It's another possible place. So let's check out our risk to reward on this. So we'll go for the long position. If one was to enter here, although I don't necessarily recommend it, one could put their stop loss just under the double bottom, or perhaps down here. Looking left, we can see that this might be a good spot here as well. So that's an old resistance, which is now becoming support. So I'll move this up to our target. So the risk to reward on this is 7 to 1. So you only have to be right 1 in 7 times for this trade to be profitable. Now, that's not too hard to do, and this is a very good setup because, like I said, we got the bullish divergence on both oscillators, the MACD and the RSI, the falling wedge, the double bottom, the bullish trend. We have more than 4 edges on this trade, and according to my 4-edge philosophy, if you got more than 4 edges, you're in a very good spot. So, yeah, this chart is amazing. Bepro to the USDT, and this is available on KuCoin. That's where you can get it. I've been BK, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, like below, comment below, subscribe, and join the Discord for more setups like this one. Because we're getting it in and we're getting this money together. This is BK signing out. Peace.